Okay, so welcome, my dear students. Now you are watching lecture number 12 of physics subject of plus one class, and today we are discussing fourth application of dimension analysis, and this is very important application. And in this application, we find the dimensions of some constants in some equation. So let us start the question. The question is, the equation of state of gases is given by P plus A upon V square into V minus B is equal to RT. Find dimensions of A and B, right? So this is known as the van der Waals equation. You will learn about this equation in chemistry, and we will also discuss in physics, but in unit number 8 or 9. So here we are not concerned with this equation. We have just to find the dimensions of constant A and B, where other letters have their usual meaning. That in this equation, P is the pressure, V is the volume, here again V is the volume, and B is the constant, R is the gas constant, universal gas constant, and T is the temperature. So how do we solve these questions? First of all, understand the concept of solving such type of questions. These questions are based on the concept of principle of homogeneity. On the principle of homogeneity. Okay. So there are two statements for this principle. One we have discussed in the previous lectures, and one more definition or concept which will be used in these equations or in these questions is that the physical quantities having same dimensions can be added or subtracted. The physical quantity having same dimensions can only be added or subtracted. What does it mean? Or you can say the physical quantities or terms that is different terms, if you want to add them, or physical quantities you want to add them, then they must have the same dimensions. Only then they can be added or subtracted. For example, if you want to add A plus B, that means A and B, both of these should have same dimensions. And I hope you know very well the meaning of dimension. The meaning of dimension is the power of fundamental quantities M, L, and T in their dimensional formula, right? So similarly, if we have quantities like A, B minus C, then AB is a one term, C is a second term. We are adding or subtracting these two terms, then dimension of AB should be same to that of dimension of C, right? So this is the principle of homogeneity, and same concept is used to solve the questions like this. So what is this question? You are given here the equation P plus A upon V square into V minus B is equal to RT, and we have to find the dimension of A and B. So dimension of A is to be calculated here. That is, this is coming in this term, that is P plus A upon V square. So here we are adding p to the a plus v square. So p is your first term and a plus v square is your second term, right? So if you are adding these two terms, then these two should have same dimensions. Are you getting my point? That is, dimension of p should be is equal to dimension of a plus a upon v square. So this concept will be used to find out the dimension of a. So let us see how shall we do this. So we have the term, since p plus a upon v square, it is given in the question, right? These two terms are being added here. If we are adding these two terms, then according to principle of homogeneity, dimensions of p should be is equal to dimensions of a upon v square. That is, I am writing like this way: dimensions of a upon dimensions of v square should be is equal to dimensions of p, right? I am exchanging the sides. So you can solve this now very easily. Dimensions of a are to be calculated, so you can put it on the right side, left side as it is equal to dimensions of p into dimensions of v square. So now we are going to substitute the dimensional formula of this p and v square here. So you should know the dimensional formula of p. P is the pressure, and pressure has a dimensional formula as m L minus 1 T minus 2. That of volume is L3, but it is in square, so put it here the square. So solve this, you will get m L minus 1 T minus 2 L power 3 to the 6. We combine all these together. So ml, power of L is minus 1, here power of L is 6, minus 1 plus 6 becomes 5, T power minus 2. So this becomes the dimensional formula of A, and dimensions become dimension of mass 1, dimension of L 5, and dimension of T is minus 2. So hence we are able to find the dimensions of A in mass, length and time. Similarly, my dear students, if you are asked to find the dimensions of B here, that is the question. So the term B is subtracted from volume. Very simple. B is subtracted from volume. So the dimensions of V and B should be same. So how you will solve this? Very simple. Since V minus B, therefore dimensions of B should be is equal to dimensions of V, that is dimensions of B should be is equal to L3. ठीक है, तो इसका जो डायमेंशन है वो क्या हो जाना चाहिए? L3 हो जाना चाहिए, right? So hence we are able to solve these two questions, these two parts of these two questions. Let me take one more question of the same type. So here is a one more question of same type. Find the dimensions of A and B in the given equation. So in this question, it is given that x is the distance and small t is the time, and A and B are the constants whose dimensions are to be calculated. So again we shall use here the same concept of principle of homogeneity, that only same terms can be added and subtracted. So here x is your first term, 8 square you will take it as second term, and bt cube you will take it as a third term. How will you find the terms, or how will you separate the terms, my dear students? The product or division of the physical quantities separated by the sign of plus or minus or equal gives you the number of terms, right? Like x equal to, that means x is a separate term. 8 square, separate term because it is separated by a plus and a equal sign, right? So from the principle of homogeneity, dimensions of x should be equal to dimensions of 80 square, and dimensions of 80 square should be equal to dimensions of bt cube. That means in a equation, dimensions of all terms should be same, right? So we simply write it. Principle of homogeneity says that dimensions of x should be is equal to dimensions of 80 square, right? And dimensions of 80 square should be is equal to dimensions of bt cube. So we know the dimensions of x in complete. Here a is unknown and b is unknown. So comparing these two equations will not solve our question, right? So we shall compare first of all these two. How? You can say this implies dimension of x should be is equal to dimensions of 80 square, right, my dear students? Now we have to calculate the dimensions of a, so shift it towards the left side simply by just exchanging the sides. Unknown quantities to be calculated are always written on the left side just by simply exchanging or shifting them. So 80 square is equal to x. This implies separate these two terms now, as you can separate dimensions of a into dimensions of t square. You can take it outside or inside, doesn't matter, equal to dimensions of x. Very simple. Now write the dimensions of all these quantities. A is unknown, so you will keep it as it is. T is the time, so this become t square. X is the distance, so this become L. So this is in product. Shift this from left to the right. You get dimensions of L up. Dimension formula as L upon t square. You can take this square inside the bracket simply, or solving this you will get L t minus 2. So this is the dimension of A, right? Now similarly you can calculate the dimensions of B. Here we have calculated dimensions of A, so by putting the dimensions of A or simply by comparing x with bt cube, so you can write also dimensions of bt cube is equal to dimensions of x, right? So simply you can compare dimensions of B into dimensions of t cube is equal to dimensions of x. Dimensions of B are to be calculated, so keep it as it is. Dimensions of t are the t, that is t is the time, cube is equal to dimensions of x. X is the distance, so it is measured in L, so length. So from here you can calculate the B very simply. Shift this from left to right, it will shift into the denominator, and if you will shift this from denominator to the numerator, but you will get as L t power minus 3, or dimensions of B as L t minus 3, right? So my dear students, this is the answer of this question. So in very simple way, I have explained you how to find out the dimensions of the constants in a given equation. So we may have some complicated questions also. Let me take one of such question. So dear student, this is the next question. Find dimensions of A into B. Now we are not asked to find the dimensions of A and B. We are asked to find the dimensions of A into B. That is, we will find the dimension of A and then dimensions of B and then get multiplied them. That will be our answer. So this is a question of somewhat higher order. So in a relation, P is equal to x cube minus B upon AT. So very simple. Here it is given that P is equal to power. You should know the dimension formula of power. X distance and T is your time and A and B are constant. So first of all, we shall start analyzing this equation. So let me write here. Given equation. You are given equation is E is equal to x square minus B upon AT. So first of all, find the terms which are added here or subtracted. So in this question, we are seeing that x square is x square minus B. That is, B is subtracted from x square. That means x square minus B हम कर रहे हैं, तो x square और B का जो डायमेंशन हैं वो सेम होने चाहिए. ठीक है. So in this x square minus B implies dimensions of x square should be is equal to dimensions of B, because these two terms are being subtracted from one another. Okay. So from the principle of homogeneity, only the terms of same dimensions can be subtracted. So x square's dimension should be equal to B. Or from here you can find the dimension of B. What you will get? This implies dimension of x square should be is equal to dimension of B. This implies x is a distance, so dimension is L and its square, so this become L2. So dimension of B become L2. Very simple. Now dimension of B become L2. Therefore you can write x square minus B has also dimensions of L2. This one more important point you are getting from this question. When same terms are added or subtracted, their dimensions does not change. So dimension of B is L2. So x square minus B should have also dimension L2. So that means when you will use this equation again to find the dimension of A, you can replace x square minus B as a dimension of L2. Right? So we have calculated the dimension of L2. Now we are going to find the dimension of A. So how will calculate now? Now this equation implies dimension of P should be is equal to dimension of x square minus B upon dimension of AT. So dimension of P, that is power, and dimensional formula of power, you should know this. The dimensional formula of power is you can calculate as power is equal to work upon time. So work as a dimension formula ml2 t minus 2 upon time t. So this become as ml2 t minus 3. So when you will put the dimensions of P or the dimension formula of P, that is ml2 t minus 3 is equal to dimensions of x square minus B. We have calculated it as a L2 upon dimensions of A into T. Dimension of A are to be calculated, keep it separate, and dimension of T, that is a time, that is T. Right? Very simple. Now simply shift this A, it is to be calculated, shift this to the left side and shift this to the right side. You get here. This implies dimensions of A is equal to L2 upon this term ml2 t minus 3 into t. is equal to, solve this. I'm not going to solve this. You can solve it very easily. L2 and L2 get cancelled. There is no m in the numerator. So m shift to the numerator. This become -1. There is no L. No need to write. T power -3 and T power 1. Same base, same power added. -3 plus 1 -2, and in the numerator this become T2. Right? This become T2. So dimensions of A become m minus 1 and T2. But our question does not end here. We were to find the dimensions of A cross B in this question. Therefore, dimensions of A cross B are, क्या हो जाएंगे बच्चों? You can write it like a dimensions of A cross B is equal to dimensions of A you have calculated as L2 into dimensions of B you have calculated here m minus 1 T2. It is T2. M minus 1 T2. So you can write it as a m minus 1 L2 T2. M minus 1 L2 T2. This is your question, right? Similarly, the question may be changed like this. In the same question, you may be asked to find the dimensions of A upon B. आपको कहा जा सकता है कि सेम इसी क्वेश्चन में A upon B के डायमेंशन निकालिए. So how will you calculate it? Very simple. We have dimensions of A and B means you have to find dimensions of A upon dimensions of B. We know the dimension of A is L2. We have calculated. Upon dimensions of B, we have found out it. We have found out it as a m power minus 1 T2. Right? So rearrange these terms. M power 1, L power 2, T power minus 2. Okay, so this will be your dimensions of A upon B. So it doesn't matter what is asked, you should know the basic concept of finding the dimensions, right? So this is the fourth application of dimension analysis, and hence we are ending the dimension analysis chapter, concept of dimension analysis. So watch this video again and again so that you may understand this concept properly and perfectly. But one very important thing that I want to tell you at the end of this video, that to understand or to master all the applications of dimensional analysis, the dimensional formulae of all physical quantities should be on your tips, or you should know how to derive them. Only then you can solve these questions. Otherwise, there will be no use of understanding the concept without the concept of a dimensional formulae. So my dear students, I am saying again and again, keep your dimensional formulae of all physical quantities in your brain and on your tips. Okay, thank you. Take care. Have a nice day.